And welcome to the live stream here on Cemetery Road. I'm just going to kind of ramble for a few minutes at the front because I know people are going to start filing in. A few people always like to watch these lives, even though I will admit it, I have not done a good job about doing lives lately, guys. My office is a mess. My life is busy. It's just been a lot. But I do have the chat open. So if you guys have any questions, comments about videos, all that kind of stuff, you can just throw them in the chat. I'll answer your questions. And tonight we're just kind of hanging out. We're going to give you guys a few updates on what's going on with the channel, things that are coming down the road, and answering your questions about anything and everything as usual on these live streams. Usually, whatever it goes. Like we talk about food, we talk about movies and uh, cemeteries and ghost hunting, all that kind of stuff. So whatever questions you may have, just throw them in the chat. I will answer them. I did invite our friends Cassie and Ron to pop on and hang out with us. They're a little busy at the moment, but they're going to pop on a little bit later. So be on the lookout for them. Betty is in the house. Kathy has thrown down a chat that says, "Hey, hey, how you doing? Good to see you, Betty." And whoever else is in here, just let yourself be known there in the chat. I am keeping my eye on it. Having a nice adult beverage right now, right here. I'm gonna pour real quick. The stuff I got to talk about. I kind of want to wait till Ron and Cassie are here, just so I don't have to repeat myself. Uh, but it's busy life stuff. You guys understand. Life happens, and life is the important part. The stuff I do here on Cemetery Road, it's fun, but honestly, it's a hobby. It's not paying the bills. It's not all that kind of stuff. So unfortunately, when life gets busy, Cemetery Road's kind of got to take a little bit of a back seat to everything that's going on. I don't like it. I don't mean to, but you all understand. But how are you guys? How are you guys doing? Um, right now, I'm just hanging out. As you can see, still light outside because that's how it is this time of year. Which generally, I am in bed by like 9 o'clock on the dot, having to like try and sleep while the sun is still shining through the window, kind of thing. Really annoying, but it is what it is, kind of thing. Let's see. What else? What else do you guys want to? I got a new little mini speaker. If y'all are interested, little Ghostbuster car speaker. It's pretty awesome, and it works really really well. It's a little Bluetooth speaker. It's pretty cool. I keep it here on my desk. Um, what else? I did put out a new episode. That new episode I want to talk about in a little bit to give you kind of like a idea because there's a story behind that episode. It was for the Eastern Cemetery out of Louisville. We visited, me, Cassie, and Ron, we visited it on our trip. And there is a lot more that wasn't able to be put in that episode, which sucks because I wasn't prepared for the story that goes along with that location. But I want to talk to you guys about it here on this live stream. Debbie has popped in. Good morning from Australia. Haven't seen you live in a long time. I know it did. Life, Debbie, gets in the way of doing this fun stuff like live streams, which that's just the part. That's what we have to deal with. I don't have any excuses. I wish I had like a really good excuse, but I don't. It's just the fact that like that's just the way it be. But good to see you morning in Australia. So I'm going to assume it's Thursday morning. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Get some coffee, get to work, get to hanging out, whatever you're doing on this Thursday morning for you. It's Wednesday night for me. I got the day off tomorrow. Here's what I have been doing. I just got it in the mail today. The Blu-ray collection of all the Final Destination movies, the 5 so far Final Destination movies, which I've seen like the first 3. I'm pretty sure I've seen the first 3. I don't think I've seen 4 and 5. I'm not sure. I may have seen 4, but I definitely have not seen the 5th one. And so for some reason, I just had it in my head like I really want to watch those movies. So I went on Amazon. I ordered the Blu-ray collection. It just came in this afternoon. Me and one of my sons and his girlfriend watched the first one today, which I haven't watched the first one in forever. And so we're gonna. I think me and my son are gonna watch the next couple tomorrow. I'm just gonna kind of binge watch all the Final Destination movies. That's my plan for my days off. Let's see. Dantex is in the house saying hi to everybody. Aaron is in the house saying hey to everybody. Hey, Aaron, good to see you. Dantex says those are some trippy movies. I know they are. They're really fun. Like the Final Destination movies, like they're really meant to just be fun, like pretty simplistic stories. But like I always thought of it as like the go-to if you are a fan of like horror movie special effects gore type stuff, then those movies are like candy shop to you kind of thing, like a kid in a toy store, because they have to be so creative how they take out everybody in those movies, because of everything that goes into the story of Final Destination. I always think like, man, that's fun, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I just got a hair to watch them. Laws from Oz in the house says, hi, sorry, ran into the work. Lou will listen, be in chat during lunch. Well, I appreciate it. I know it's hard when I go live. You are always working and doing stuff, Laws, but I appreciate that you pop in to say hey. Speaking of saying hey, we do have a buddy here to say hey.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
I'm good. You, sir?
Good. Aaron says, oh my God, Jason, I recently went to London and visited Highgate Cemetery. It was what dreams are made of. Absolutely stunning. We spent hours there. It was just beyond words. I have not, I've been to London a couple times, but it was during a time where I wasn't like visiting cemeteries a lot. So I really feel like I have to go back just for the plain fact that like I need to go visit cemeteries over there. So it's awesome that you got to go. That's great. I'm very jealous because dang it, I want to go. But thanks for sharing. That's awesome. I want to go to Highgate Cemetery. Dan Tech says, we'll never drive behind a log truck. I've seen them on trains, and even that scares me. Absolutely. You are correct. Ron, have you watched the Final Destination movies?
I believe I've seen like one or two of them. I haven't seen them all, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
was just saying, like, I just got the Blu-ray collection of the 5 movies,
Oh,
and I
cool.
started watching them.
Nice.
Aaron says, go look at the pics on my Instagram when you can. I definitely will do that, Aaron, because I am super curious to see more of Highgate. And that's awesome. Yeah, if I would have gone to Highgate in London, I would have spent hours there too. Like, that's just the way it goes. It's unfortunate when people, Ron can attest to this, when people travel with me, you just got to expect to spend hours in cemeteries because I can.
Which is
Like, unless
which
you
is
pull
totally
me
fine.
away, I can just stay there all day.
It's totally fine. I enjoyed our times in the cemeteries. It was awesome.
Cave Hill was a big problem for
Oh,
our time management because we could all have just stayed in Cave Hill for hours. Like we had to
oh
like
yeah.
literally be like, all right, guys, we really have to go. But I don't want to. I just want to wander around.
That place was amazing.
It was. What else, guys? What else is everybody up to? Let me know what you're doing this week. I'm watching Final Destination. Ron, what are you up to this week?
Not a whole heck of a lot. I mean, my son Everett is going to be playing with a band at a housewarming party on Saturday, so he's pretty excited about that. So that should be pretty exciting. That little guy has just blown us away with how he's playing the drums. So he's
Nice.
just like, come out of his shell per se. So it's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, I can't play an instrument to save my life, so that's impressive in and of itself.
Yeah, I mean, I delved. We got his drums in the garage, and from time to time, I'll goof off a little bit and play a beat. But I'm nothing like my son.
What was I about to say? This live stream's not going to be too long, guys, just because I got other stuff to do, unfortunately.
More Final Destination movies to watch.
Not tonight. I'm a little tired. Like I was saying, like I usually go to bed at 9 o'clock, and even when it's my day off, come 9 o'clock, like my eyes start shutting down. They're just like, I'm tired, kind of
They
thing.
get heavy. I know the feeling.
And the unfortunate part is I'm usually going to bed by 9, and I'm usually waking up by 3 a.m. And on my days off, without even setting an alarm, 3 o'clock in the morning, I am awake. Like I startle myself awake, being like, "What time is it? Am I supposed to be somewhere?" No, it sucks. It's one of the things I really dislike. I wish my body would be like, "Oh no, it's your day off. Okay, I'm gonna let you sleep in." No, it does not.
Doesn't work that way.
John is in the chat. Says hello, everybody. Hello, John. Dantex says hi, John. Dantex also says creature of habit. I'm the same way. I know. It's kind of a pain in the butt. It's good because I know like that gives me assurance that I won't sleep in when I have to go to work and stuff. But on my day off, it's like, come on, guy. Like, and I usually can get back to sleep and sleep another couple hours, but still, come on. What else? What else? What else? What else? I got nothing. I got nothing to talk about, guys.
Got nothing. Have you seen any good movies lately?
I've been watching the
other
Final
than
Destination, bro.
your like the theater. Have you been to the theater lately?
I haven't been in the theater in months. I don't have time to go to the theater, man.
Okay.
I wake up in the morning like stupid early. I work. When I get home, I gotta clean the house. I gotta take care of pets, hang out with kids, and then by the time all that's done, we've eaten dinner. It's like I'm going to bed by 9. By 8 o'clock, I am like taking a shower, getting ready for bed, going to sleep. So I have no time. And then when I get to my days off, like I don't want to go anywhere. I barely want to get in the car to go anywhere. I just want to relax. No, thank you. I do need to go to the theater though, because I want to watch Twisters, and I want to see the new Deadpool movie. And those are both currently in the theater. Deadpool, I think, comes out tomorrow. And so, like, I gotta go.
Yeah,
I gotta go to the theater to watch something here. I just gotta find the time. That's my problem.
Yeah, I forgot about that Deadpool movie. That's I definitely want to see that.
Yeah. So I got to do that. I got a lot of yard work to do because I've kind of pushed off doing my like mowing the lawn and doing the weed eating and all that kind of stuff. You know, the fun adult stuff.
Oh yeah, the fun adult stuff.
Once in a while.
Yeah. What your Haunted Hill episode? When do you think you'll be getting that out?
My Hill House episodes?
Yeah, the Hill House. Yeah.
I have no idea. No clue.
No
I
idea.
haven't even looked at that footage. Haven't touched it. Yeah, Dan Tech says you need to see Twisters in the theater. You gotta get the full sound experience. Absolutely, you do.
Yeah, you do. We had when Twister came out way back when, we have a drive-in movie theater, and believe it or not, when they were watching the movie, like not a Twister, but like a tornado came through on that exact movie screen and knocked it over. Believe it or not.
A Twister and a tornado are the same thing, bro.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what? Okay, fine. Anyways, a funnel cloud. How's that? A funnel cloud. No.
Same thing.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't get those things out here. All right. I don't live in Oklahoma. All right.
I mean, there's tornadoes at other places than Oklahoma. Kansas, Missouri, Texas.
Yeah,
Oklahoma,
I guess it.
Arkansas. Yeah. They all get them.
All right. Fair enough. Ohio.
They all get them. middle of the country. So yeah, I need to get to the theater to see that stuff. Other than that, I've been watching The Boys, trying to catch up on that. I'm on season 3.
How you liking it?
It's good. I watched the first couple seasons already when they came out, but I just haven't had a chance to sit down and watch them,
Yeah,
catch
because
up on it. That's
what
the
are they
problem, man.
on?
I don't have any time to do anything between my personal life and like work. I don't have time to sit down and watch stuff a lot, and I don't have time to go out and do things a lot.
Yeah.
Erin says, I'm pet sitting as usual. She says she wants to see Twisters. I remember the first one back in the day. I think I was 14 or something and had a huge crush on Bill Paxton. Listen, I still do. I love the first Twister movie. Twister was really stinking good. I enjoyed that movie. That is like pure popcorn film for me. And Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt, they were great in that film. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton. He was one of those guys gone too soon type thing. And I had a huge crush on Helen Hunt, so boom. Uh, and that
Who
movie's
haven't
just
you had a crush on?
so what?
I said, who haven't you had a crush on?
It's random people. um, Dan Tech says we have it on VHS. Heck yeah, you do.
Nice.
Faith in the chat. Hello, Faith. How you doing? Uh, Aaron says me and Erica just watched it again recently. It's such a good movie. Yeah, I watched it not too long ago, sometime last year, I think. But the family went out and watched it at a park on an outdoor screen and watched it that way, which was really fun. That was a lot of fun to do that. Um, and I'm hearing good things about the new one, so I'm excited to check it out. I'm excited to check out Deadpool. Uh, but I'm so behind on like so many different movies. But because I'm so behind on everything, I when I do have the time to watch something, I'm so indecisive about what to watch. I end up usually not watching anything. I'll stare at TikTok. Um, but I've been wanting to watch the Final Destination movies for a while, so that's why I've jumped onto those. So one down, 4 to go. What else, folks? What else do you guys want to talk about there in the chat? Let us know. I'm ready to chit chat. No Cassie tonight. Cassie's a little busy right now. I think she's grabbing some food, is what she told me. She's grabbing a little bit
Is
of
that what
food
she's
because you
doing?
guys were out doing stuff, and she's gonna pop on a little later, soon though, hopefully.
Yeah, well, we had the kids' rugby game or rugby practice. So, yeah, we're
Yeah.
busy with that. I literally just finished barbecuing hamburgers. So,
Hamburgers.
on the
I
smoker.
Me and my girlfriend made armadillo eggs. Do you know what those are?
Is it like a Scotch egg
No,
or no?
no, and yes. Yeah. So armadillo eggs
Yes.
are big jalapenos stuffed with cream cheese, like a cream cheese mixture, some cheddar cheese, some cream cheese stuffed into a big jalapeno, wrapped or like molded into uh, spicy sausage. You wrap it in a spicy sausage, and then you wrap that with bacon. So it looks like a
Ooh,
big egg, and then you
yeah,
cook it up, and it's amazing. So we made those last
that
night.
sounds.
Yeah, we made those last night, and then we had them for lunch today. And let me tell you, I got the good jalapenos. I found the good ones because my eyes were
The
watering, my
good one.
nose was running, almost burned my face off,
Nice.
but they are stupid good. Antoine is in the house, covering all the bases. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. If you are a fan of the Truman Show, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Hmm.
But yeah, those armadillo eggs are pretty stinking good, and I threw them in the air fryer.
They don't. They,
I cooked them up in the air fryer. They cooked
yeah.
really well in there.
You put a little bit of barbecue sauce on them, or no?
I didn't put barbecue sauce on them because these ones were just really good. Like
Yeah.
they were tasting pretty good without having to add any barbecue sauce. I think I will put a little barbecue sauce on the side next time, just because I know how hot those jalapenos were, and I think the
Yeah.
barbecue sauce would bring it down just enough to like keep some of the heat and the flavor, but also like maybe tamp down on the burn your face off spiciness of it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carrie's in the house. Hello, Carrie. How you doing? Good to see you. I think, yeah, I think a little bit of barbecue sauce would be good. Um, and the we did a mixture in the sausage. Like I got ground sausage and I got
Mhm.
mild and hot sausage, and we mixed it up and wrapped the jalapenos in that, or molded the jalapeno. I don't know. You just let me see if I can. I have photos because that's what we do here. We take photos of our food. Uh, so I think I have a photo before cooking. No, I got to turn the. There we go. That's me. Here we go. Like that's what they look like.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Big armadillo eggs,
Hmm.
and then when they're all nice and cooked up.
Nice.
I mean, this photo makes it look like I burnt a couple of them, but they're not burnt like those. The photos just aren't very good. Um, but they're big. They're like this big. They are hearty like meals. If you eat one is good. You're good after just one of them.
Yeah.
But we've been talking about having those for a while because I made them a couple of years ago and they were really good. And it's like we should make those again. And it's one of those things where you're like, oh, we'll make them someday. Yeah, we'll make them someday. And like next thing you know, it's
Yeah.
like 2 years later. So Steph is in the house. Thanks for joining us, Steph, in the chat. Joe Vital is in the house.
What's up, Joe?
How you doing, Joe? Entity 7 Paranormal. I still don't know what Entity 7 is. Just being weird. There you go. But yeah, so I made those. Those were pretty good. Antoine says, just got back from jogging and just cooling through this heat wave. We were getting 100-degree heat and it was
Oh
hot.
wow.
It was humid here. It sucked. And now we're like to the like mid 80s, coming back up into the 90s, but it's been so nice. Still hot, but
It's so nice not
it's
having
so much
triple
better. Like
digits.
it's a tolerable hot now instead of like an oppressive heat. And I think I'm gonna try and hit one of the lakes around here on Saturday. Me and the girlfriend were talking about taking out the kayaks and going and hitting the lake, get some water time in.
Nice.
Yep. What are you guys doing this weekend?
Uh, just that housewarming thing, I think. And
I assume that's on Saturday.
yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there's really anything else other than I got some things I need to do around the house, but that's about it, I think. Maybe Obviously, swimming. Swimming will be involved because we have our pool if the kids want to go swimming. Oh yeah, Claire's got some of her friends coming over on Sunday. So yeah, that's about it. Nothing too crazy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we're about 25 minutes into this live stream, guys, and I did want to chit chat. I was waiting for Cassie, but she's taking her sweet time, so we're just gonna we're just gonna jump into it, bro.
Jump into
Um,
it. Jump into it.
one of the things I want to talk about is my most recent episode was the Eastern Cemetery out of Louisville, Louisville,
Louisville.
Kentucky, and we went there during our trip a couple months ago. And the reason that I was excited to put this episode out, and the reason why I was a little frustrated with this episode, is because we tried to go there a year ago when we were there in Louisville to do some ghost hunting with me, you, Cassie, and Karen from Australia. We went to Cave Hill, and right next to Cave Hill is Eastern Cemetery. We went in there, but it was so overgrown, and it was super, like, it just unkempt.
Yeah.
And I think there was somebody there maybe doing some weed eating or something, but it was like
Yeah,
really noisy.
they were cutting the
Um,
grass. Yeah.
yeah, they were doing a little bit of the maintenance there, but it was we weren't because of that we weren't able to do any filming, and because it was like so overgrown, I'm like I don't want to like I see them doing the work, but most of the stuff I would be filming would be like super overgrown. Like I wouldn't be able to really see a lot of the detail on the stones, and like it just this isn't going to work too well. We drove around and then we left pretty quickly. We only spent maybe 10 minutes there, if that. Um, Flash forward a year, me, you, and Cassie go back. It has been recently maintained, so the grass has been cut for the most part. It's still like bare bones in terms of like maintenance, where you can see they mowed the grass to a degree. They didn't really do a whole lot of like weed eating in terms of like detailing around the stones and all that kind of stuff. So you could see that the maintenance is still pretty low priority in that place. And so we hung out there for maybe about an hour. I filmed there. That's what you got in this episode is that footage. And it was nice to kind of bop around in there, and it was a stark contrast to what is literally on the other side of a stone wall, which is Cave Hill, this uber manicured, landscaped paradise on the other side of that. And then this is like a lot with it's overgrown to a degree. The stones don't really look like they've been cared for. They've been knocked down. That's overgrown. Like it's such an interesting contrast, and we talk about that a little bit in the episode. There you go. And we went to a brewery right across the street from the cemetery. And I don't know why it just kind of kicked in my head. I was like, Eastern Cemetery. That reminds me of like a documentary I watched. And I even told you guys that. I was like, there's a documentary I watched called Facing East. And it was about a cemetery that it's the most over buried, over like filled cemetery in the United States, which means basically there was a cemetery, people were buried there. They maxed out the amount of burial spots they had in this area, and then at some point, the people who were in charge of that cemetery just started burying people on top of people, and then like digging people up after like if oh they've been here 50 years, no one's going to notice if we just dig that person up, toss the remains, and bury some new person in there, or again like burying people on top of like they'll dig down until you hit the coffin, and then just like put another coffin on top of it and put the dirt back on. And it became so bad, and like honestly in that cemetery they have no idea how many people are buried there because of the overburial that was happening. it's ridiculous to the point where like groundskeepers over the years would say like they would just walk out there to like cut the grass, do maintenance, and there would be bones just sitting on top of the ground because like animals would start digging up graves that are this far underground and managing to get bones out, or because they were digging up graves and then putting a new grave on top of a grave, they were disturbing other graves, so they're digging it up, and like their digging process tosses remains out. And like, that's how bad it was. And they faced the law when it was discovered what they were doing. The law swooped down, slammed down on those people big time. And so now that cemetery in the documentary is cared for by a group, a nonprofit group that's just there to take care of the cemetery, and there's no more new burials there. It's just preservation at this point. And so that I was like, I'm pretty sure that one was called Eastern Cemetery, but I think it's on the East Coast somewhere. And so I was telling you guys this story, and I went to look it up because I was like, I think the documentary's on YouTube. Let me look it up. You guys can watch it for free. And it turns out the cemetery in that documentary is Eastern Cemetery, located in Louisville, Kentucky, and it's the one we were just in. There's literally a sign, like a historical marker thing, posted
I
out
don't
front,
even know how he
like
missed that.
the most overburied cemetery in the U.S. And I was like, holy crap! I didn't know this was the same place. And so my episode doesn't talk about any of that because I didn't know this was the same place when I made the episode, when I shot that footage and all that kind of stuff. And so I want to do more with that. I want to tell you guys that story, but I also in the uh, in the chat, or if you follow my channel, there's a I made a post that gave you the link for that documentary. You can find it on YouTube. If I have Dantex, I know is a moderator here. If you can find the link to it and put it in the chat, that'd be great. It's called Facing East, and the whole documentary, the full documentary, is on YouTube for free. You can watch it. In terms of quality, it's not like a high def, super slick documentary, but it is super informative and it's interesting. I absolutely recommend it. Um, yeah, Dan Tech says, good to hear they got caught and punished for it. Yeah, absolutely. It's an insane story. And when you guys, obviously, if you're following my channel, you are interested in the preservation and the care of these locations. And to just hear what could happen at these locations when it's just
Yeah,
not monitored, when it goes completely out the window in terms of like actually taking care of these places, it's it's wild. It's totally wild.
that's pretty crazy.
So check it out. It's on Facebook again. Facing East. Uh, and that's the cemetery that is what is in my most latest episode, and it's one we visited when we were in Louisville. Speaking of we Cassie's here. I don't know why. Is it black for you too? Why is it not
Yeah,
popping up?
well,
Well, she doesn't need to be here.
I mean, I can go check on her.
Why
I'll
is it
go check
not
on her.
coming up? Like it's just a
I'm
black
just,
screen for me.
I'll go check on her. I'm on my phone, so
All right, you go check on her. I'll see you guys in a
all
second.
right.
But yeah, Dantex has posted the link, so check it out. It's in the chat. Um, you can mark it on your YouTube to be like watch later kind of thing. Go check it out, because it is super super interesting. And honestly, there's not a whole lot of documentaries out there concerning cemeteries and kind of cemetery care and kind of how cemeteries work, because it does talk about kind of like how cemeteries are kind of operated, which is pretty informative and interesting in and of itself. Let's see here. Dan Tech says he's going to check it out. Yeah, it's pretty good, and it's like full like film length, so it's like an hour and a half plus, I think. Antoine says, not cemetery related, but I would love to visit Pompeii if I get the chance to travel. so much history that suffered a tragic demise. I mean, if you really think about it, it is a cemetery. Um, but yeah, if I could visit that place, I would totally be down. I tend to stick to traveling um, in places that I can kind of follow the language in terms of like Scotland, Ireland. I haven't been to Ireland, but I would love to go to Ireland. Um, England. I lived in Germany for a while, and most people there speak English, and I can kind of follow a conversation in German. Um, so to go to like, and I've gone to Canada and stuff. To go to like Pompeii would be really cool. Get out of my comfort zone, if you will. Glam is in the house. Hello, Glam. Good to see you. I'm trying to get Cassie in here, but for some reason it's
Hi.
not. There she is. I don't know what was going on. Every time I clicked on the little box that was you and Ron, uh, it was just a black box. Couldn't get it on there.
We're hotspotting from my cell phone because my Wi-Fi is bad for some reason, and I don't understand.
Yeah, the quality of your camera is pretty gross right now.
What is it?
Yeah.
You need to restart the computer.
That's not going to help.
I don't know. I did that once before.
Restart the modem slash router or whatever it is.
I mean, I guess we could do that.
You want me to do that? I don't know.
I don't know. I'll take down the whole.
It'll take down our everything.
All you gotta do is turn it off, turn it back on. That's how technology works, guys.
Okay, because yeah, it's bad. It's not like, is it bad weather outside?
No.
How bad is it? Look.
Oh, not bad. Is it? Oh,
Oh,
never
Even
mind.
Glam says, yeah, restart your internet.
a little fuzzy. Okay, we'll be back again. Sorry, guys.
It's all good. That's okay. Listen, I've been having internet issues like crazy. Um, we got a thing from our internet provider who's like, hey, we're gonna come back, or we have to come over and change, like we have to give you a new modem basically. Like we're doing an upgrade and we need to give you an upgraded modem. Oh, okay, cool. They brought the new modem, they plugged it in, they're like, does it work? And I checked the internet on my phone and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's coming through. Cool. They left. 10 minutes later the whole thing was not working at all. It would pop up, like Wi-Fi would work for like a minute and then it would drop off and be like, you're not connected to the internet, and then it would pop back up and then it would drop off. It was so annoying. So I had to call them and be like, hey man, this isn't working. And they're like, well, we can't come out until next week. Great. So then they came out a week later. They replaced the new modem they just gave us because they're like, oh, this one must have been defective. Here's a new one. The second they left, it wasn't working at all. I was like, no internet. So, and I wanted to do a live stream. My plan was to do a live stream and do stuff with you guys, and I couldn't get online. I couldn't, like I was screwed in that way. So I couldn't do any live streams. Super annoying. Ugh. But I am back. The internet is working. We're doing good. But I'm sure they'll get it figured out. Anyway, how are you guys? We've talked about some movies. We've talked about a little bit of food. We've talked about some cemeteries. Have you guys been watching any ghost hunting stuff lately? I don't really do a whole lot of watching ghost hunting stuff. So, I kind of depend on like Crow's channel to let me know what's up. Oh, good, Antoine. Good. Antoine says, has anyone seen the video of the Old Faithful geyser in Yellowstone erupting on the news? Was it Old Faithful that blew? I have seen this video. Basically, it's in Yellowstone National Park. There's like the wooden walkway that goes out to where the geysers are, and this one geyser just explodes, and it's so huge and crazy, and people are running because people are like, "Oh wow, this is cool," and then they really freak out because it's going so large. It's like coming back down on Carrie says it was a spring, not a geyser. Yeah, like I don't think it was Old Faithful, but it was in the park, and it was not supposed to do what it did. And like, yeah, people were running because that clearly is hot water, um, boiling hot water. Uh, it may have been a spring, but now it was a geyser. Like it exploded. It was pretty crazy looking, and people are now speculating like, does that mean we're going to have like a volcanic activity in that area? Because there's a lot of places on this planet that are overdue for some volcanic activity. But it was pretty interesting to check out or see on those videos. But I'm glad no one was hurt. I'm glad I wasn't there. uh, but yeah, it was pretty interesting. Yeah, look it up. Geyser explosion, Yellowstone, TikTok. Crazy. Dantech said it messed up the sidewalk. I didn't see any videos for the aftermath. I just saw the explosions, but that would be super interesting to check out. I don't know. I got on a thing on TikTok, guys. I watch way too much TikTok. If I have some free time, uh, you will find me on TikTok. I will be watching me some TikToks, and I spent way too long today watching someone do yard work. It's one of those people who like they drive around, they find a crappy yard that's just super overgrown, and they knock on the door and they're like, "Hey, I will do your yard for free if I can, film it and put it on TikTok type stuff." And they're just like edging the curbs and mowing lawns and cutting down bushes. I must have watched like an hour of that today, just like eating a snack and just watching this guy do yard work, and the whole time thinking to myself, I should really do yard work. I should stop watching someone do yard work at 5 times speed, and I should actually go outside and do my own yard work. But I didn't. I did not do that. I watched Final Destination 1. Dan Tech says, I watched those too. Some are pretty amazing with the before and after. Yeah, some of them are crazy because the people he talks to, they're people who are like 80 years old, bad backs, haven't been able to get out of the house and do any work. Like, it's crazy. Antoine says, when it comes to volcanic films, movies like Dante's Peak and Volcano are such fantastic disaster films of the 90s. If I have to pick between the two, Dante's Peak every time. I really enjoy Dante's Peak. I want to say it's Linda Hamilton and then Pierce Brosnan, which it's, quote unquote, more realistic in terms of like a mountain town who's got a volcano and the volcano erupts, as opposed to weirdly a volcano erupts in the middle of Los Angeles with Tommy Lee Jones. I enjoy Dante's Peak. I would put Dante's Peak right up there with Twister as like a good double feature. That would be my disaster double feature if you want to talk about natural disasters instead of like, aliens or Towering Inferno type stuff. Hey guys.
Better?
50% better.
Oh, okay. We can do.
Better than it was though. I don't know.
Unless it's something with the camera.
No, it's definitely internet connection. That what you're experiencing is not a camera thing. There's like a little bit of a delay, a hiccup here and there, but it's way better than it was.
Okay, good.
How are you, Cassie?
Very discombobulated because I was having internet issues. So I was on a Zoom with my friend Karina, and it was just dying. Like, it was completely disconnecting me from the internet, and then I just felt very discombobulated. Had a very early morning. Started at 5:30 in the morning. So, and I worked all day today. So.
Were you up early because of work or up early because of?
Well, kind of because of work. I have a business group that I'm a part of every Wednesday morning. I would meet at 6:45 in the morning for business networking / breakfast. It's very early to have Wednesday. So.
Gotcha. Well, we just been chit chatting. That's it.
Hi, Betty.
So boring. I feel like my camera is like really blue for some reason. Let's see if I can't warm my camera up real quick. Anyway, yeah, I was saying Antoine said like he was talking about Dante's Peak and Volcano.
Mhm.
What is a good, guys? Those of you in the chat, what do you guys think is a good double feature? If you're gonna say like I got time for 2 movies, I'm gonna do a double feature of movies. What would you guys do? What's a good double feature? Give me something. I need a theme. You got to have a good theme for a double feature, and you got to tell me your theme, and you got to tell me what movies you're going to be putting in there. Let's start with Ron.
Start with me.
That's what I said.
We're talking like movies we've seen that we would watch. Like,
Yeah, double feature, bro.
okay, well, for me, it would have to definitely be. I mean, it's more than a double feature, but the best 2 I think is Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. That's mine.
Nah,
Now you're like, that's not a double feature, bro.
No, that's not exactly. You gotta pick something that's like a movie from one series and one from another. Like if you wanted to watch like I said, Twister and Dante's Peak is a good natural disaster double feature. 80s cop movie. If you wanted to watch Beverly Hills Cop and then Lethal Weapon, I think that's a good double feature.
Okay, now I see what you're saying. Okay, I got you now. Okay, all right. Now I got to think about that one. That's Cassie. Get back to me.
Cassie,
That's even worse because I was gonna. But I mean, like when you said natural disaster, so one movie, and was it Ended Tomorrow? Oh, was it Ended Tomorrow? Was that one? I watched that one on repeat with oh my gosh, what is it called?
Tom Cruise.
Pardon?
Are you talking about the movie with Tom Cruise, Edge of Tomorrow or something like that?
No. Oh my gosh, Days After Tomorrow. Is it Days After Tomorrow? It's like when the world floods. Day After Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow. That's when it freezes.
Or freezes. That's right. Okay.
I got mine now. I got mine.
So that one in particular, because I watched that one.
I mean, that's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe okay, so that's good at least. At least I remember it being really good because I had it on. No, I had it on DVD, but I think I watched it like multiple times. But I know it's not really a double like same theme, but it's kind of a disaster movie. U-571. I know it's a war movie, so it's not really the same
I
thing.
would say that's a war movie.
Oh, Jason Crow's like, let me in, Jason.
I will. Hold on, I'm working on my camera.
Okay, you want to hear mine? I have one now.
Yes.
And these are 2 movies that I haven't seen in a while, but definitely would watch them again. Days of Thunder, Top Gun. Right? Yeah? Come on.
I've seen neither. Oh,
What do you mean you've seen neither?
Never mind. I haven't seen Top Gun. I mean, oh gosh, I have seen Top Gun.
Days of Thunder.
I haven't seen Days of Thunder.
Top Gun. Come on. That's good. Come on, Jason. You got to give it to me. Come on.
It's a good Tom Cruise double feature. I'll give you that. I don't know if it's a good like I don't know if the theme works.
I got one war U-571 and Black Hawk down because I watch those movies religiously.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hi, Crow.
My camera, like I just don't like the look of my camera. Sorry, guys, I'm being picky.
I intentionally make things blue with the light in my hair.
I think that'll be just good enough. I think I'm very orange, but I can't tell if it's just my shirt. But I messed with the hue part. Now my hue is just like green or too blue. It's good enough. It's good enough. We're going to go with it. Yeah, it's definitely like a good Tom Cruise double feature. I'll give you that one. Crow Judas, now that you're here, I feel like you could weigh in on the a good double feature.
Oh, which genre and who we talking about here? I'm sorry.
You get to pick the genre. You get to pick whatever you want.
A
Just
double
a double
feature.
feature.
And does that have to be the same actor?
I mean, it could.
No.
I would say it at least in theme needs to line up. If it has the
Okay.
same actor, that's cool.
Oh man, that's good. Okay, that's pretty hard. Okay. God dang it. Okay, I would say, oh man, damn it. Can you come? Can you circle back to me?
I will circle back to you because I think I got a better double feature for you, Ron.
Okay.
Because I feel like Days of Thunder, Top Gun. I feel like they're two dissimilar movies.
Okay.
It's a good Tom Cruise double feature, but the theme of the double feature, I think they're
All
too
right.
dissimilar.
That's fair. That's fair.
Top Gun and Pearl Harbor.
Okay. Well, what about Days of Thunder, Talladega Nights?
See, that would be a fun double feature.
Right?
Because one
Right?
is taking racing seriously and one is not.
Yes. There you go. Right there.
They have that same feel to them.
All right. Okay.
I got mine. Okay. Might be a little generic, just off the top of my head. Goonies and Never Ending Story.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, just throwing it out there.
I would be down for that if you're like, listen, I just want some childhood adventure.
There you go.
Okay.
Totally
I got one. I got one, Crow. So, Never Ending Story, Dark Crystal.
Oh, there you go. There we go. Now you taught me there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. Ooh, no, I got one better.
Labyrinth and Dark Crystal?
Cassie got us all.
Oh no, because you said it's Jim Henson, right?
Yeah,
so that's why I was like.
Well, yeah.
That's exactly where I was going to go with that. Dantech says, for me, A Walk in the Clouds and Under the Tuscan Sun. I can see that.
Ooh, there you go, Daniel. Hey, by the way, Jason, I think your microphone is your computer mic, not your actual mic.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me.
It's been a while, eh, Jason?
You're absolutely right. No, it's just that everything doesn't work. Let's see.
How is that?
Hey, wow. There you go. Wow, what a difference. Woo.
Y'all let me go through this whole 54 minutes.
I just assumed it was my camera, like this our end. So
I was on my.
I mean,
phone,
you guys look amazing now. Like your internet is definitely working full time now.
Oh,
good. And
that's good.
And it's off the hotspot, so we're good.
What y'all do to your internet? Did y'all upgrade?
No, it was I don't even know what was happening. I was on a Zoom earlier with my friend Karina, and I lost internet. It was freezing the whole time, 3 hours.
I think we got too many devices going.
Might be it.
The kids are all on a device. The TV's going.
So, but anyways, Ron just restarted the internet, and now it's fine now. But yeah, it's crazy because we have a Wi-Fi booster, and it was showing full, but it still wasn't working. So.
Well, now we all look good and we sound good. Thanks, Crow. We needed you here a long time ago, sir.
audio specialist over here. You know,
Crow brings the magic. He brings the magic.
Oh yeah. I was bringing the puke this morning. I fucking ate too many Italian sausages last night, and I spent the whole night puking.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Like
Oh,
full on
no.
exorcist Ralphing. It was bad, really bad.
That's
Daniel
terrible.
or Daniel.
Yeah.
The antax. Everyone's in 8K now.
There you go. But we're just going to start this whole live stream over now that we can see Cassie and Ron, and y'all can hear me. So here we go. Hey, welcome to Cemetery Road. Antoine says, how about this? Steve McQueen's Le Mans and James Gardner Grand Prix. There you go. I haven't seen either one of those, but like racing movies, good to go.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about this? Young Guns, 12:10 to Yuma.
Oh,
Ooh.
I love both of those.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Actually, I would switch it up, or it could be any one of this, or like a triple feature.
Magnificent Seven.
Silverado and Young
Wow.
Guns.
Wow.
I think
Like-
works a little better because like they're very 80s centric or 80s minded Western movies.
Dude, yeah.
Or-
How about Convoy
You
and
and-
Maximum Overdrive?
I mean, way different in theme,
It involves trucks. Come on.
but yeah, that works. I would say Maximum Overdrive and Christine if you want to do like a Stephen King Machines Go Crazy type.
Yeah.
Theme.
Yeah.
or Magnificent Seven and any other Western. Like I love that movie. I love both versions. What's with Leonardo DiCaprio when he dies? What is it? Tombstone.
Leonardo DiCaprio? No, that's
No, who
No.
died? Who the heck died in it?
no, that's the one with Sharon Stone and Russell Crowe. What is that movie called?
It's not Tombstone then. What is it?
No, that's not Tombstone. It's
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen it in years, but it was like I love that movie.
I just watched it.
Oh, did you?
Like last year, I just watched it. And it keeps
Oh.
popping up on my TikTok a lot too.
That's not, I want to say like day after tomorrow, but that's not it, obviously.
Obviously not.
Obviously not.
But it's the Sharon Stone movie. It's got Gene Hackman as the main bad guy. It's a dusty old west town, and they're doing like a shootout competition. And Leonardo DiCaprio is like stupid young in that movie.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
he doesn't make it out of it. Sorry, spoiler
No.
warning.
Hey, you know what? Off subject. Well, kind of off subject. I started watching a documentary on Gene Wilder on Netflix. It's so fucking good.
I saw that. I want to watch that.
I got an alert that was like, "This is on Netflix. You may be interested in it." Quick and the Dead. Oh, it hit me. I didn't even need to look it up, guys. I didn't even need to look it up. Quick and the Dead. Sam Raimi directed that movie.
And it was crazy. I'm looking at like on. It's not even showing that movie as an option for Leonardo DiCaprio. Hi, Faith.
How about
That's because it was when he was like young.
Does this make sense?
But it's showing like what's he and Gilbert Grape.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and Alice in Wonderland.
Oh yeah, like the film
Oh, yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good double feature.
See, now I'm getting into the groove. See, now I'm
Oh
understanding.
yeah, firing on all cylinders there.
But yeah, no, Quick and the Dead. I used to watch that movie all the time. That's why I was like,
Me and Ron have talked about these movies a bunch lately, but this would be a great double feature, especially 80s animated. G.I. Joe the movie, Transformers the movie. Boom.
Oh God, yes. Boom. Booyah!
And then you throw in He-Man, She-Ra, Secret of the Sword, and you got
now
my
there's a triple.
childhood
Oh,
in
yeah.
a basket
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm going to throw this at you real quick. This is kind of weird, but Running Man and Escape from New York.
No, that works. That works
Really?
because
Okay.
the tone of both of those movies and the
Futuristic.
the not post-apocalyptic future, but the
what
dystopian future.
Yeah.
They definitely have that exact same feel and style.
Hell yeah. I feel proud now. Yes. I'm part of the club now.
How about could you throw? No, maybe it doesn't work. But could you throw Demolition Man in there?
I was just thinking about that movie. I love that.
You
fucking
could,
movie, dude.
but it doesn't have the same dystopian feel because the future that Sylvester Stallone wakes up in isn't dystopian.
Okay.
Like these other ones are like it's the future and we're barely hanging on.
Yeah. What's the one? What's the movie? I'm thinking about it, but it's like it's a game show that they put convicts in, and they're like in this
Running Man.
Is that Running Man? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. All right.
Antoine says Total Recall and Blade Runner.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
I could see that. I don't think they fit perfectly though, because Total Recall's way too action, and Blade Runner is very calm and noirish.
Yeah.
But I feel like we can pick something better for Total Recall and Blade Runner. I feel like we can add those into a double feature with something else to make it better.
I got it. Total Recall and Fifth Element.
Oh man.
Yeah, that fits a little better. That fits a little better. I like that.
Yeah.
How about Gangs of New York and Moulin Rouge?
What?
No, not at all.
No.
Okay, so
The total shift in both of those is too off-putting.
okay, first
Moulin
off,
Rouge and The Greatest Showman? Absolutely.
Yes.
because they're musicals. But if it's around the same era, but one takes place in France, one takes place in New York, but then it's kind of the same eras.
No.
No.
It's too much of a tonal shift. It's too jarring.
Do you know why I'm connecting those? Because I watch those all the time in the same realm of time. So that's why I'm putting it together.
That's why your eye twitches so much.
Every time I hear a few songs from that are not sung in Moulin Rouge, but they're in Moulin Rouge, I think of the Moulin Rouge version. I want to see the play really bad, but that'll never happen.
My son saw the Moulin Rouge poster today. He's 17 years old. He saw the poster and he's like, "What is Moulin Rogue?"
Moulin Rogue.
It's Moulin Rouge, and he's like, "I don't know."
That's funny.
Moulin Rogue. I'm like, what the heck?
I know Benny and June and What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah, I can feel like those have a temperament that works. Custard the pipe cat is in the house.
Hey, Custard.
Saying hey to everybody.
Custard, I ran across your song, the AI song I made for you. It's still in my StreamYard. It's called Custard's Delight, actually. That's what it's called.
Antoine says, what about Chicago and Phantom of the Opera? If I'm doing musicals, yeah, I could see that.
Or even better, oh my gosh. Why am I drawing a blank? Why? I got the.
It's crazy watching that musical version of Phantom of the Opera and realizing it's who's playing the Phantom.
Oh, that's it. I got it. Les Miserables. That's what I was thinking. Les Mis.
And?
Oh, I was just Les Mis and the Phantom.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. That's what
I saw Phantom of the Opera
I saw both.
in theater or in like a theater
I saw both and they were amazing.
play.
Phantom
What is it
and what is the Johnny Depp one where he's the barber?
Oh,
Sweeney
Todd.
Todd.
yeah.
That'd be kind of good.
You know what movie I liked a lot? I'm trying to find it actually. Remember that movie Mask with Cher?
Oh yeah.
I really love that movie as a kid. Cassie, Ron, you seen it?
I don't know if I remember that or not.
Cher
Cher
plays in it.
Cher plays the mother of a child who's disfigured. He's got something going on. It's a disease that like
true story too.
Yeah.
Now I know.
I can't remember what exactly is wrong with him, but it makes his head just look like really bad.
Yeah.
And he ends up passing away from it. But it's a rough,
it's a sad movie.
Yeah, it is.
How about Beaches and
Mask and Beaches would be like I'm gonna cry all day double feature right
Yeah.
there.
Or Beaches and
What is Beaches?
Now and Then with Bette Midler.
I don't know that I've ever seen
Bette Midler
Beaches.
and
I don't remember who the other woman is.
shoot.
Blossom plays young Bette Midler.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that movie I watched that as a kid. I watched a lot, but also because my aunt worked at Blockbusters, I watched a lot of movies that I don't think.
Laws throws down double feature creepy horror movies set in reality: The Descent and Dog Soldiers.
Ooh, I love Descent. Descent's awesome.
I think it works as a double feature. I honestly would watch that double feature. It's good, but I don't feel like they're tied together. I literally just watched Descent and Descent 2 like weeks ago. The Descent movies are really good, in my opinion. Like they are underrated, way underrated. And Dog Soldiers is one of my favorite werewolf movies. So I think they work tonally in terms of like the feel of each movie, the tone of each movie works. If you want to do a double feature of them, I think The Descent, and there's another cave diving movie, but it's more of an action movie, not a horror movie. And I can't remember the name of it. Shoot. The Dog Soldiers is really. If you haven't seen either of those movies, Descent or Dog Soldiers, like y'all need to look it up.
How about you'll laugh at this one? How about Tank and Mad Max?
Tank?
Yeah, Tank.
Tank Girl.
Tank Girl. That's it. Yeah, Tank Girl.
Okay, because there is a movie. Oh, we lost.
Sorry,
we lost Crow. There is a movie called Tank that's nowhere near.
No, I meant Tank Girl. Sorry, Tank Girl and Mad Max.
Yeah, I mean that would be fine. I think. I'm not a big Tank Girl fan.
Hi, Foxfire.
Foxfire.
I had a movie combo in my head and I just forgot it.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, Underworld and Matrix.
I mean, that works pretty good too. It's just if you just want to watch people in leather. People fighting around in leather. That's what does it for you. I've watched, I think, the first two Underworld movies.
I've seen all of them.
Maybe the third one. Maybe.
You could say Underworld and Blade.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I watched all the Underworld movies.
Oh, yeah. They're great.
But I love that. Like, I love I don't watch horror, like, in that world. Like slasher horror, but I'll watch werewolves and vampires.
I like Blade. Blade was good.
Yep. Elizabeth Golding says, I love the first Underworld.
It was good.
And Dantex completely forgot about Underworld. And Foxfire says, I love leather. It does it for me. Calm down. Calm down. This is a family show.
You're the one that said it.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, you're the one that brought leather up into the picture.
No,
Because we were
leather.
talking
The
about
leather,
Matrix and the Underworld movies.
No, you said leather if it does it for you. And then,
I don't believe you. We'll have to look back at the tape.
yeah.
I was going to mention this a while ago. This was supposed to be a short live stream, guys. Antoine says Spawn or Darkman. I think a Spawn Darkman double feature would work really good. Foxfire says, yeah. Elizabeth says, what movie started with dog that you recommended? Are you talking about Dog Soldiers? That's a werewolf movie. Kind of off topic of the double features, which we've given you guys so many good double feature options. So go check it out. I think the most classic double feature for me is Armageddon and Deep Impact. Boom.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Literally, boom.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
boom.
do with that what you will. Ron knows about that. I don't know if I've talked with you about it, Cassie. I wrecked my car recently.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Ron
got
told
in a
me.
car accident, guys. I totaled my car. It's gone. I am safe, obviously. I was not hurt in the crash. And it's kind of almost miraculous that I was not hurt in terms of my car spun off the road, through some bushes, through a fence, into a field, in the only part of the road that wasn't covered in trees. So if I would have spun off the road any sooner or any later, I would have slammed right into a giant tree. I miraculously I did not, but it did destroy my car. It got totaled. I'm on the hunt for a new car. But want to know what's the most annoying thing? And this is stupid. Cars are cars. I am absolutely just thankful to be alive and unhurt, completely unhurt. But inside the trunk of my car was all of my stone cleaning equipment and stuff. Here's Crow. Hold on.
Sorry, guys.
You're good. So what happened is the back of my car slammed into either a tree or part of the fence, and it got smashed in, and it was a violent hit. And the stone cleaning stuff I use, the liquid, the cleaning materials, exploded in the trunk of the car.
Oh no.
Like the whole jug of cleaning solution that I had exploded in the car. And so I was able to get out of the trunk my water sprayer, my pump and spray type stuff, but the cleaning solution and all of my stone cleaning tools are gone. Because they were wedged in part of the trunk that was deformed now, and now it's gone. So I can't clean any stones for a while, guys, because I gotta repurchase my cleaning supplies. And I totally forgot to tell you guys that I do want to do some stone cleaning before the weather starts turning a little colder. I just don't have stuff anymore. My D2 and my scraper and my brushes all gone. It sucks.
I actually just showed your stone cleaning video of the one we saw when we were in Kentucky to somebody. So
Oh, nice.
yes, I'm showing what you do out in the world.
I so much want to do more stone cleaning. And the reason it was in the trunk is because I wanted to do more stone cleaning. and I was hopeful that I could get the D2 out of the trunk. But when the guy, he was able to open the trunk a bit, and I was pulling stuff out of my trunk, and I'm like, oh, cool, my sprayer, it looks good, sweet. And I reached in, and everything else was like soaked. And I was like, what is all over everything? And I grabbed the jug of G2, and it was just split right open. Like it had just like the impact wiped it out. And then the box that I kept like my brushes and my scraper and stuff was like wedged in the dent. I couldn't get it out. And I was just like, okay, I'm not going to try and deal with this. I will deal with it later. So I got to go back out, and I got to order more D2, and I've got to get more cleaning equipment. But yeah, and I am out of a car. I still haven't gotten a new car. My car was totaled. I got a check from the insurance company to purchase a new one, but it wasn't a whole lot. So I got to save up a little bit more money and then find a car that I can afford. But that's one of the like life things that has kept me from watching movies and stuff like that. Car accidents suck. But yeah, I am totally fine. Miraculously totally fine. Like literally like, and this was at 4:30 in the morning. It's pitch black in the middle of nowhere. And I wrecked because a deer stepped out in front of my car, and I dodged it. I swerved, and then my car went off the road and sent me flying into a field.
Wow.
One of the scariest things that's ever happened to me. And the only thing I did for like 10 minutes, I just sat there in my car. Radio is still playing 80s rock and roll. And I'm just sitting there going like, I am okay. I am okay. I am okay. I'm like slowly moving myself and being like, okay, nothing hurts. My back doesn't hurt. My neck doesn't hurt. My legs are fine.
Wow.
And then I crawled out of the car, and it was just like wrecked.
Damn. How's Falcor?
That's another thing I got to talk to you guys about. Hold on. Maybe you guys can see this photo. That's my car with like its door like ripped off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Field, like the road is way out there. Like, yeah, I wrecked it. I am selling Falcor. I need money. So Falcor is going bye-bye, guys.
Oh wow.
I'm at a period in my life where paying off bills and debt is a little bit more important. So Falcor is, oddly enough, going back to where I bought it from. I bought it from my sister-in-law, who had traveled immensely with it, and that was great. And she was done with it. She's like, I don't need this anymore. I bought it from her. I'm selling it back to her. So it's going back to its original owner. And so I have got like maybe 4 more weeks with it in my driveway. And then she's flying down, and she's going to be taking it back. Yeah. So no more Falcor, because I just honestly I don't travel enough. I don't travel enough like I used to
it's just sitting there.
All of the accoutrement and just like the comfortableness that Falcor provides. So he's just kind of like he's wasting away, sitting in my driveway, not being used.
Do you feel like you need to do like one last hoorah with Falcor, or no? Like just like
I think I did that when I went and I did some investigation with Joe. Me and my son went out and we investigated their house out in Texas. I think that's kind of like the last hurrah. And I do plan on getting another van at some point, but one that's not as like tricked out as Falcor is, because honestly, I never really used a lot of what Falcor had inside of it. Because Falcor has like a little mini kitchen and a bathroom that like has a shower system set up in it. And, you know, it's got all that stuff. I don't need that stuff. All the things I used in Falcor basically were just like the bed, some storage on the bed.
The bathroom came in handy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sweet bathroom.
That came in handy.
But I tried not to hardly ever use the bathroom because I didn't want to have to deal with like dumping the tank and everything. So I'm I'm ready to let him go, and I will find a new vehicle. So we'll get another van, guys. But like right now, I need to pay some bills, and it's that van is just sitting there wasting away, and Falcor needs to fly.
Yeah.
And the sister-in-law is ready to go on some travels again, and she can make way more use of Falcor than I can. Yep, Dantech says at least he's staying in the family. Yep, going back to his mom, and they're going to take good care of him.
Will they refer to Falcor as Falcor? Do you think?
Probably a little bit.
Yeah.
When I got him, they called him Trekkie.
Okay.
Because he's a road Trek. He's a road Trek 190. That's like the brand. So they called him Trekkie, I believe. And I renamed him Falcor. And when they talk to me, they're like, "Hey, I heard you're selling Falcor. We want to buy him back." So they refer to him as Falcor now too. Antoine says, "Imagine Crow getting himself a van and spray painting on the side that says free hot dogs, bacons, and hamburgers." I love the spelling of bacons too. Like, absolutely. That's how it would be.
You know, I actually wish I could sell like this. I'm at a hot dog group on Facebook where they like hot dog vendors talk like hot dogs and stuff. And there's little hot dog stands or carts, whatever you want to call them. They're not that expensive. And I'm like, I'd love to start my own hot dog business, but it's just too hot. But it'd be so fun. Probably make some good money too.
Right here.
It's actually pretty
some
funny.
Weird dude in a refurbished ice cream truck selling cold hot dogs.
we were filling our van up yesterday, and we're at the gas station, and one of my boys goes, "Dad, there's a hot dog car right there." It was kind of funny. Yeah. It was in the gas station parking lot, just a hot dog cart. Just sitting there. But then right away I think, yeah, hot dog cart, Crow, perfect.
Make some money, man.
Yep.
I mean, really, all hot dogs.
This live stream's been going on way longer than I expected. We're about an hour and 23 minutes in. We're going to cut it off in a few minutes at an hour and a half. So if you have any quick lightning round questions for either myself or Weeping Willow or Crow, throw them in now. Throw them in the chat. If you have a double feature you think we should watch, let us know. I'm all about them double features. Right now, I'm currently I'm going to begin burning through the Final Destination movies. I watched the first one today. I'll probably watch 2 and 3 tomorrow. Those
are special to me because that's the first DVD I ever watched was Final Destination. I bought a DVD player from work in the year 2000. Yeah, it was 2000. I wanted a DVD player. I was like, it's all fancy. I never had anything like that before.
Yeah.
And rented movies, and that was the first one I watched.
My first DVD, when me and my wife bought a DVD player, we each had enough money to buy the DVD player and one DVD each. She got Notting Hill. I got Clerks.
Love Clerks.
And it was amazing because Clerks had like special features and stuff. And like back then, special features were like there was a making of thing, like a 10-minute like making of thing. And then like director filmography and actor filmography, where it was just like a slide that was like Ben Affleck, or not Ben Affleck, but like Kevin Smith directed this movie. And it was like Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy. Good. It was like IMDb before IMDb kind of thing. Laws dropped down a double feature. 30 Days of Night and 28 Days Later. So you got zombies and vampires. I think that's solid. That is a solid.
Love that.
Double feature.
Perfect.
28 Days Later.
Elizabeth says Tremors and Godzilla.
Hmm.
I feel like Tremors goes well with the like American OG Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
Hey, you know what Tremors goes good with, to me too? Goes back. God dang it! What's the car? The movie that Ron said earlier with the car? When the vehicles come alive and surround.
Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive and Tremors, dude. They're kind of similar, right? Because you're like having to.
I feel like they got the same vibe.
Yeah. Back when Kevin
I feel
Bacon
like
was
Kevin
really
Bacon and Emilio Estevez are pretty much playing the same character.
Yes, dude, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I love this. That's a good game, man.
What else, guys?
You gonna hear my cat?
No.
Fine, come in. Oh, 2 came in. Awesome.
Oh yeah, Dantic, that's what I was gonna say. Crow has a new episode out. That I missed.
Dantek says Crow just dropped a new episode. What's the episode about, sir?
Just some guys opening a curtain with string.
What?
Amazing.
You don't say.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we mentioned this earlier, Custard, Dark Crystal, and Labyrinth, which I think is one of the best double features we've mentioned tonight. So I think I might have to I might have to do that double feature in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't think my kids have watched either of those movies, so I think that would be a fun time.
Really?
Can I tell you what I've been nerding out on lately? I've been watching these things on YouTube TV where it's just like video footage of people going into like 1985 Walgreens or 1991 Best Buy, or not Best Buy, Toys R Us, or the grocery store in 1982. Just watching people walk around. It's so interesting. The stuff they're wearing, wondering if they're still alive. Just all that kind of stuff.
Pan Labyrinth, I saw that.
Yeah, Elizabeth Golden says, anyone seen Pan's Labyrinth? I would say like you got to go Guillermo del Toro, Pan's Labyrinth, and the what is it? Color of Water. What is that movie?
How about Pan's Labyrinth?
Your internet is sucking right now, guys.
I was wondering if that's mine or yours.
Oh, well, you were doing that earlier too, or maybe that's because that's on our end.
You guys need to say something when the internet's not doing good. Not telling me I'm on the wrong mic. Not telling me when I'm not doing good streaming.
Is that okay now?
No.
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh.
It looks clear. Are the kids in bed?
I have no idea.
Let's see. Guillermo del Toro, The Shape of Water. So Pan's Labyrinth, Shape of Water, I think would be a good double feature. Color of Money. Custard says Custard Pipecast says, what can we pair with the Color of Money?
It's one of my favorite movies right there. I love that fucking movie.
Color of Money and what's that Matt Damon poker movie?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't tell you though.
I feel like that movie kind of like sits with like that grifter sport type movie.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I think Paul Newman in that movie. They're both great, but damn, it was a good movie.
Matt Damon's been in way too many movies. Matt Damon has been in too many stinking movies. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Hero. Yeah. No, those definitely work together.
Matt Damon.
Rounders? Is it? Yeah, it's Rounders. Rounders and Color of Money, I think, would work. Custard the Pipe Cat, Meth Damon. Yeah, Meth Damon from Breaking Bad.
Who loves some Denzel Washington, man? I love me some Denzel.
Dude, have you watched all the Equalizer movies?
Yes.
They are all so good.
Yep. I don't think I've ever seen a bad. One of my favorite Denzel movies ever was Malcolm X. I love that movie. I think it was a fucking genius role he played on that, and I just like everything he does.
Yep. I'm a huge fan of the Equalizer movies.
Yeah, you're really good. I like it better than Keanu's stuff. Whatever he's doing, what's that called?
John Wick.
Yeah, I like the
Equalizer. The John Wick movies are great.
He's got the first one. I really enjoyed the first one, man. Part 2 is okay, but it got like, damn, it got so like bullets everywhere, and it's just I don't know, kind of crazy.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to check out the newest episode, Cemetery Road, hanging out in Eastern Cemetery in Louisville, Kentucky. We've thrown down the link to the documentary that I had watched, Facing East. It's also in one of the posts that I put on my channel, so check that out. If you're interested in memberships, I got those going. Memberships help me out because, hey, I got to replace all my cleaning equipment for stones. So, yay. And a car. Got to replace a car. I'm going to do more live streams here soon, guys. Thanks for hanging out here. Don't forget to subscribe and hang out over at Weeping Willow Paranormal. And go check out Crow of Judas's new episode because that's always fun. And we have plenty of friends out there with like Joe over there at N87. We got Side Eye Guy. We got Doof Doof Paranormal. We got, who else we got? We got lots of friends. Subscribe to all of our channels, and then you'll kind of find everybody from there. Yeah. Elizabeth says, thanks for the movie recommendations. Listen, I think we're going to end on a strong one from Laws from Oz. Triple feature, Keeping It in the Family, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Wrong Turn, and The Hills Have Eyes.
Hell yeah.
Good Lord, that would be a disturbing afternoon.
Hell yeah.
Those movies are perfect. Thank you, Laws, for ending it all with that one. I'm going to cut it off here. Guys, thank you for your support of this channel. Don't forget, as always, be safe, be respectful, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.